Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm getting people upset lately. Why? Just because I'm giving an opinion? People are getting upset? I don't know what to do. There is a new defector from the ABE nation. Somebody has now committed treason, has declared themselves an enemy of the ABE nation, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the one and only Douglas Teach Me How to Dougie Bogart, aka at Limited Run Doug. You can see right there, you are blocked. You can't follow or see at Limited Run Doug's tweets at all. So who's Douglas Bogart? This guy is the owner of Limited Run Games, founder, head honcho, El Jefe. This is the guy responsible for all things Limited Run Games. And then there's also Josh. Thankfully, as of this video, it might be different by the time you watch it, but as of this video, Mr. Josh Fairhurst has not blocked me. So we are good to go on this. He has not blocked me, but then again, he has not been online or tweeted since the 19th. And I am not blocked on the original main Limited Run Games Twitter account. So as of right now, it just seems that Dougie Fresh is the only one that has me blocked. That could change though. That could definitely change. So why has this young man blocked me? Probably because I've been covering the Purple Tinker situation. It sounds so stupid just to even say that, like, Purple Tinker situation, but that's where we're at. 2023, and the topic of discussion is about a person named Purple Tinker and the havoc that they cause. So I made a video a couple weeks ago. It's been a developing story. I'm not the only one, so I'm very curious if everybody that's made a video disavowing Limited Run Games for firing Carolyn as community manager, wonder if Limited Run Games Josh has blocked everybody. Or maybe there was just something about me that he didn't like, because I do kind of have that face, right? I have that thing about me. That's what makes the pro wrestling persona so successful. I'm a bad guy, by the way, if you guys don't know. But he blocked me. I don't know if he's blocking everybody that's been making videos about this or giving their opinions. I've been a little steady, consistent, 2 or 3 videos a week about this situation because it is a developing story. An employee was fired because of accounts that they were following, libs of TikTok. I believe Ben Shapiro, Blair White, and a couple other Twitter accounts. Imagine if you were like fired from your job for following me or being subscribed to my channel. Like, imagine if you were fired from your job because of that. That's essentially what Limited Run Games did to this young lady. And also because Purple Tinker was raising a stink about old tweets on their account, which to me weren't even hateful. Again, this is the same song and dance I've said in several videos recently. I think it was a big situation that personally Limited Run Games could have just ignored. If they would just use this main account to advertise their games and not use it to interact or do PR or answer psychotic, unhinged individuals like Purple Tinker, I think they would have been all right. I think they definitely would have been all right. But they chose, whether they want to admit it or not, to get politics involved, to choose a side, and basically they didn't give Kara an option at all. She spoke out. I made a video about it yesterday. She gave her thoughts and everything about it. She's not pursuing legal action. North Carolina is a at-will state, which means employers can fire you and hire you for whatever reason. They don't have to give you one. But it doesn't make it right. It doesn't excuse that she's entitled to her own personal beliefs. They even said it in their original tweet. Here at Limited Run Games, we believe everybody should have their own personal beliefs. But then they made that excuse of, as long as it fits within their culture of inclusivity and all that. Problem is, and Kara revealed it in her statement, She didn't abuse any power that she had at her job. She didn't allow her personal beliefs or her political beliefs to get in the way of work. She didn't cause any ruckus. She's never been written up or reprimanded for any kind of violation at work in the past. And the first time that something comes up where she smeared online, they canned her and they told her there was no other option. To me, that seems kind of sus. If it was the other way around, would they have not fired her? If she was making fun of conservatives and white people and straight men, would limited run games been okay with it? That's the question I want to know, because a lot of times it seems like it's a little leaning to one side that's okay to say whatever they want about anybody. And then anytime the other side mentions anything or states their beliefs, all hell fucking breaks loose and they're pieces of shit. And let's be honest here, guys. Admit it. So the funny thing that I had, that I kept pointing out about Douglas Bogart, is his personal profile, the one that blocked me, had a little disclaimer in his Twitter bio saying, all thoughts and opinions are my own personal opinions, basically. A disclaimer saying that that's his personal page, that he's entitled to his beliefs and all this. This is the owner of a company, right? This is the head honcho. Carolyn was the community manager, and her personal page had her personal opinions on it, and she was canned because of it. So she personally said she never abused her power with the job, but to me, Douglas abused his power because he was a hypocrite about somebody else's personal beliefs, because she was following conservatives and was leaning a little bit to the right. He didn't like it. Although limited run game stands that people should have their own personal beliefs, they canned her. You could say, oh, it's corporate America, companies have the right to do that. You're not wrong. But my argument was it was unfair and it was kind of a joke. And that's personally why me as an individual will no longer be doing business with limited run games. You could do it. I'm not telling anybody not to do business. I've never once said, let's boycott limited run games. Let's no longer shop there. I've never called to action for anybody to no longer shop there. I'm letting you form your own opinion. I'm letting you make your own freedom of choice. I'm letting you make your own free speech, whether you want to disavow them for it or not. All I'm doing is turning on my camera, pushing record, and uploading a video with my thoughts. But that seems to piss people off. That seems to upset people that claim they are tolerant. That seems to upset people that claim they believe people should have personal opinions. Well, Doug, it seems that you don't believe in personal opinions. And if you don't like that personal opinion, you either fire the person or you block them. I've never made a call to action to cancel limited run games. I've never did it. Go back and watch it. I said I thought they fired this person unfairly. Somebody was making a video and they said, or they made a comment saying that I never worked a corporate job or anything like that. I worked for a company for several years called CoreLogic. We did third-party foreclosure mortgage claims and quality check for City Mortgage. So I looked at people's foreclosure invoices and did it for years in a cubicle, at a desk, did a lot of paperwork for them. I also did stuff for Bank of America. I've held educational jobs. I've held other office jobs. Customer service, everything. So I understand how the corporate world goes. I more than understand. Texas is an at-will state as well. Okay? That's not the argument. The argument here is, how come Doug can have his cake and eat it too, and be able to express his personal opinion on his Twitter account, follow whatever accounts he wants to follow, but an employee can't? He had his cake and he ate it too. What's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander, and Douglas Bogart was a hypocrite. Limited Run Games were hypocrites for firing her, and I don't care who gets mad about that, because it's my opinion. You can agree with it, or you can't. It's the beauty of being a free individual. Imagine that. So Douglas, he blocked me. because my coverage of this, I'm wondering if he blocked every single buddy that disavowed this situation, or maybe I'm the only person that he blocked. I'm very curious about that. If there's other content creators out there that are following the situation, if they got blocked, I'd be very curious to know. And I expect the official Limited Run game account and Limited Run Josh to also block me as well. Such a sad, confusing mess of a situation. They could have avoided it by ignoring Purple Tinker. Really, what was Purple Tinker going to do? Jesus Christ.